Last week, Pleasure Beach held a event for the Grand Prix called The Last Lap. And in this video, I want to discuss whether that event was a good event, a bad event, worth the money, and whether we should see more of these types of events. All right, I'm going to start with a disclosure. I did not attend the event. I was unable to get there. I think it was 6 o'clock last Friday. I mean, it's a 3 to 4 hour drive for me, so there was no way I was finishing work and getting down there. And I didn't fancy taking a day off for it. However, I've watched a few vlogs from this one, so I'm kind of going to summarise what I have observed and what I think, and I'd love to hear your thoughts down below as well. The first thing to note is the cost of the event, right? So it was 50 quid a ticket. Now, for that 50 quid, you got a shot on the ride, you got a certificate, there was some supercars, 2 of them, and I mean, cars you would see on the street anyway. There was some entertainment. There was some Formula 1 girls. You also got to go on Icon, that was open for the day. So, I don't know, from what I've seen, I mean, I put a poll up. I asked the question, do you think the park will announce the new attraction? And they didn't, basically. Now, one of the videos I watched, I can't remember, I think it might have been Ride Comparison, I could be wrong on that one. They said they spoke to a member of staff who basically indicated the plan was to announce something, and for whatever reason that didn't happen. So I don't know if contracts weren't signed, if there's still some decision going on, if I have no idea, if they just want to keep it secret. I would have liked to hear, and I think a lot of others would have liked to hear as well. Now, let's get one thing out of the way here, because obviously when the park, 2017, it was 2017, the park removed Wild Mouse unannounced, closed season, ripped the damn thing out. There was a massive uproar, right? There was a lot of people who were really, really pissed off that they weren't notified, they didn't get their final chance to ride the thing. They were annoyed it was removed full stop, but the fact that it was kind of done behind closed doors and unannounced didn't go down well. So, first off, hats off to the park, right? They basically, at the very start of the season, they announced this ride was closed, that there was a new attraction coming, more details to follow. And they've laid on an event. They've let people have that final ride. They've given the opportunity. So I think that part is fantastic, right? And I applaud Blackpool for doing that. I think it's great when they remove an older attraction that there will be people who have connections to all the different rides, right? People who have fond memories of that as a kid, and wanted to just get that final chance to go on the ride. So from that point of view, I think the fact they did this event, brilliant. Hats off to the park. You can see why they're removing it though, because even on the night, it broke down, and some of the vlogs I've watched, people struggled to get on it. Like, they did get on it, but you know, they were taking it apart and they were fixing it and stuff. Which, prior to this season, if you ever saw the ride, it would regularly break down. It was obviously becoming a maintenance nightmare, and the park made the decision, look, that's a big space, let's get rid of it. Now, you know, I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Do you think that's the right decision? Do you think they should have done some work to it, improved it, modernised it, kept it? Because Blackpool is a heritage park, right? It's got that history. Same time though, I mean, the ride's been there since the 60s, I think. So it is an older ride, but it's probably not going to be that sadly missed. What was I going to do next? I think though, for me, the problem with the event was the price. I think 50 quid's pretty damn steep for what you got. I mean, just to put this in context, I went to the Ghosts and Gardens event at the start of the season. That was 30 quid. Now for that 30 quid, I got to go behind the scenes of the Ghost Train. I got to see parts of the steeplechase. I got coffee, I got donuts, I got a certificate. Like that, to me, 30 quid, that was good. I enjoyed that. I saw some stuff that, as a nerd, you don't normally get to see. There was none of that here. Like, you didn't see anything that was unique. Like, you didn't go into, I don't know, maintenance areas or walk the track or anything like that. The flip side of that, I did walk the Woody, right? Got the t-shirt. That was 100 quid. Again, fantastic event. Loved that. Got to see, you know, again, go behind the scenes, walk the track, all that kind of stuff. So this sits in the middle. This 50 quid's right in between these two. From what I've seen, again, I wasn't there, but from what I've seen, I don't think it sits as a value proposition between those two events. So I think 50 quid was a bit much. I think if they'd gone for the 20 to 25, maybe 30 quid at a push, fine. I think it was worth that money. But 50 quid? So I'm curious what's next. I mean, they've basically, there was part of me that wondered why they didn't just leave the ride operational up until the last day. But the fact that they couldn't even keep it running for a few hours on that last day pretty much answers the question, right? It's become a problem. They want rid of it. But now that they've done that, now that they've had the closing day, what's next? I mean, are they going to start dismantling this? If I go to the park in a couple of weeks' time, I might pop in next week actually on the way up the road, because I'm going down to do Thorpe Park and all that. So on the drive back up the road, I might pop in. Will they have started dismantling anything? Are they going to leave it till the close season? I think it'll be pretty frustrating if we open next year and it's still SB&O, or worse, it's been removed and there's just a flat ride in its place. Unless it's a really obviously temporary thing, you know, maybe that would be acceptable. You know, it's like, look, we're working on a new ride. It's going to take us 2 years to get it built, whatever. Here's a flat ride for 6 months. Fine, I could see that. But I am curious what's next, because the other thing as well is, in Blackpool I've done this for a while, but it's obviously been a thing with Alton Towers. Are they going to sell any of this off? None of it particularly appeals to me, but Scott from Your Experience Guide has got a big one train in his back garden. So are they going to sell off the cars? Or are they going to chop up the little people that are behind? Not chop people up. The wooden cutout thing, are they going to cut that up into pieces and sell off the different characters? Who knows? I mean, you know, I get the impression the park would benefit from the cash. There'll be people that will want some of that. Maybe a little bit niche. But yeah, I'm really curious. As I said, I'm a little bit frustrated there wasn't an announcement. Could be various reasons for that. So, you know, I'll give the park some space and credit on that one. Like, I don't know what's going on. Could be contracts, could be all sorts of things. I did a video. It's you've probably seen it already about how quiet the park was, and I'm a little worried about the park because, you know, for all the negativity that I've seen in the comments, it's a park I grew up with, and it's a park I would love to see still there when my grandkids kick around. You know, I don't have any right now, but when I have grandkids, I'd love to see them go to that park. But its future is kind of a little bit up in the air right now. It's uncertain. So I really want to know what this new attraction is. Is it going to be something that's going to draw attention to the park? Is it going to get them back in like, oh, I want to go to Blackpool because they've got this new RMC, or they've got the new tallest coaster? I don't know. So I really want to know what it is. I'd love to hear your comments down below. What do you think? If you were at the event, was it any good? Was it better than I kind of assumed from watching other people's videos? Did you not go because of the price? And what do you think they're going to do next? Because yeah, I think that's the key one. So anyway, very short one, but if you've enjoyed this, hit that like button and hit subscribe, and I'll have a bunch of vlogs coming out from all the southern parks in a couple of weeks time, so make sure you're subscribed for that, and see you in the next one. Adios.